Yo, what up? This is My Name is Jump.
Yo, it's Kairos on the BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast.
BC Underground Hip Hop.
BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast.
Along with your host,
My man's Lil Bukkit.
Lil Bukkit, what's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Lil Bukkit, and I'm back with the BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast. Fresh off the Christmas break, we got a special guest with us. You want to shout yourself out and let everybody know where to get at your socials?
What's good, bro? I'm Tanman. Merry Christmas, all. Get at me at Tanman or Run the Trap on Instagram. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on here, bro. I'm blessed.
That's what's up, brother. We're glad to have you on. This is my first promoter on the show. You got a show coming on up tomorrow. We got Junk out in Kelowna. You got a sick lineup for that.
Yeah, man. It's the lineups and body bags. I got Junk's headlining it. So, and the man's an animal. He's been dropping EP after EP after EP, and just his stage presence is just unfuckwithable, man. So I had to get him on board, and then I just after all the opportunities I've had in the summertime, I got my boy Kairos here.
Season, baby.
Bucket
season. We got ice cream week happening right now. That's what's up.
That's what's
up. I had to fuck with the boy here because he's steady moving, and so he's locked down on the lineup. So he's locked down on the lineup. I got Blaze One. He's my boy from back in Red Deer. I know him from a while. He's Merck's boy too. Windex's boy. So, and then everyone's boy. And then Non the Non. He's he can make it down, but he's making moves out here. And then also we got Opposite Eye, my favorite, and then D Lopez, the king of Kelowna. So
that's
be tight, man. Bro. That's
a sick lineup. That's definitely going to be a good show.
Well, it's and the thing is too, man. It's like I got blessings from I wouldn't be where I'm at without Mark Goldie from Marked Up and Chelsea Grobens from Where It's At. Like straight up, they put me on this shit. I just moved to Kelowna about probably a year and a half ago from Red Deer, and yeah, I just and from my what I've been exposed to, man, there's so much fucking raw talent out here, dude, and we don't need to wait for headlining shows to put it all together, man. Like there's enough talent here to have a hip hop collective and just do it, right? But that's what I'm in the process of doing. It's kind of just putting an umbrella over top of all this talent here and just showcasing it.
Yeah, there's more than enough talent here for them.
Seriously, man. I'm an Alberta boy, and there's even when it comes down to just battle rap nights or open mic nights and shit like that. There's all that in Alberta, and I don't know why the fuck it's not out here, bro. It just doesn't make sense to me. And there's way more talent, and there's way more parties. The bow parties that I was blessed to put on with Chelsea and Doug Crawford from Secret Society, also respect. They just this exposed me to the list goes from the people I've got exposed to, man. So yeah, Junk, Robbie G, and Doug Crawford, Prada West were the main boys that kind of I'm like shit, then got me into they just
into the scene.
Well, not into the scene, just that personal relationship with the artist kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then I was able to meet Opposite Eye, Non the Non, Shalina. Shalina was supposed to come by tonight and say what's up. Chris Jang, Kairos, my boy, D Lopez, Blaze One, Stevie Chips, DCK, Bison, Alfio, DZ, Messi, Young Gage, King James, 151 Crew, Matt Black. A lot of those people you'll find those in the tournament brackets, man. Those are a lot of those artists I work with, right? So
that's fire, bro.
Yeah, man, and there's just no one to kind of
and Mark who do the tours and stop through town.
What was that, Kairos? You didn't really come through.
There's like Chelsea and Mark and people who do their stops coming through town, but there's nobody who's really like the go-to connect in Kelowna. I know there's Jehu, and they're still sort of around, but they've kind of been taking a back seat lately. Well, and so Tanman stepping in, and he's being like the go-to connect right now.
So people are going to be looking for Tanman to book their shows. When they come to Kelowna, they can hit you up, and you'll have them set up immediately.
Dialed in, man.
They don't gotta wait for the Chelsea shows, even though we do love when they come through. They don't gotta wait for it anymore.
We respect the much like I've got Chelsea's blessing and Mark's blessing to do what I'm doing, right? So I'm not just in here stepping on toes and stealing chops, right? Like I came in here, I paid my dues, I worked hard. I started out in this shit like just as a promoter, right? And then through promoting ticket sales, and I should note too, like I'm sober, so I don't drink or do drugs anymore. I got wrapped up in that lifestyle, just like slanging and whatever, and just kind of I got straight, right? So I got my door kicked in, and that was enough of a wake up call for me to kind of get my shit together. And so I'm almost 2 years, and that's my angle, bro. I find when I'm accountable, I'm reliable, I'm calculated, and yes, I'm young, but so is this guy, right? And this guy here is like,
killing it.
It doesn't even matter, man. It's just the fact that you have to be, if you're taking those opportunities and you're not letting those people in those positions down. So I'm not letting Chelsea down, not letting Mark down, and just showing them that, just that I want more. I'm hungry. I want this. Without stepping on toes, you kind of get to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I want to do it myself, man. Like, and I want to be able to incorporate, like all of, the team that I've been building and just start giving it back to them, right? And then, with this start, hopefully kicking in the doors of opportunity for, if I can do this weekly with not even a headliner, if I could have this guy, headlining open mic night, right? And then just have like, just have that crowd start generating an audience, and it's there. I didn't tell you it's there. Just something's not. It needs to be done.
Yeah.
And
fact.
So
it's a community to build a team, and the more like go-getter people that are involved.
I'm gonna need you to speak up, bro. I can't hear you. You're not picking up on the mic.
Yeah. It's like more go-getter people that are getting involved and working together. It's for the better of the community, right? So,
facts.
The more people working together, the bigger they can build, right? So,
well, and that's the way there's the way I see it, the way I do it is no beef, no drama. Like I'm not out here to like to take it away from anyone. I'm not here to do better than anybody. I'm here to do it with everybody. I'm here to try and get this connection. This team shit. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't. The thing that I pride myself in, like I got like this whole scripted thing out that I was gonna read out for you. Like I don't rap. I don't produce. Like I've never made a track once. The only thing I've ever done, like I halfway through my Bachelor of Fine Arts. I'm creative, but I pride myself on my music library, on my ear, on my ability. Like back in the day, like I used to have the finest collection of CDs, like I'm talking like, and like it's,
what, man? The beauty of music is that you don't actually have to be able to make it. You don't have to be the best at making music to be able to appreciate it and to know what good music is. Because a lot of people can say, yeah, dude, I know what good music is. But then when they make it, they don't know how to translate what they know is good music into create how they create good music.
Totally. Or even like, sometimes the ego gets in the way a little bit, or you don't want to hear that it's not bad or whatever. Right. So I just, and like I go back to me being sober all the time. Right. So say I'm sitting through a show, right? The show sucks. I'm fucking bored, man. I got nothing to do. Right. Like so I have to and so based upon the people that I've met and the network of talent that I've been exposed to, I can handpick shows that I know would bang in certain areas, right? So like I know that like that. So they're I got like Chris Jang and Shalina that are a little bit softer, right? And a little bit more R&B stuff. And then I've got like Non, and like Non is he's just an animal. He's his own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've got like Opposite Eye, that's like a metal and rap stuff. And then I've got like Prophets like this that I don't even know what he could do by next year. Exactly. So I like to incorporate just like I said, it's just like a non-beef kind of collective, like kind of just generate everyone together, and I want to be the glue, if that makes sense.
Beautiful, man. That does definitely make sense. That's awesome.
And
now, you got this script you were talking about. Why don't you go through a little bit of it?
So, basically, it's just about how, I guess So basically, Tanman is not a rapper, producer. I'm none of that. Don't get it twisted. Hip hop is still who I am. My ability to recognize good music and performances just relays into my ability to curate great events. And like I said, I keep going back to my blessings of Chelsea and Mark. They put me on. It started with Mark and Tech Nine. That was my very first show here. And so I was just in charge of just doing promo and that kind of stuff. And then after that, it was Chris Webby. And Chris Webby actually, for that, Mark kind of threw me a little surprise. He was in Europe touring with Snack. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be there, dude. So it's just up to you, man. So I'm like, okay, shit, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah,
So
Chelsea's done that to me a few times.
so you know what, like, and it's a test kind of thing, right? So I'm like, okay, sweet, I got this. So that's kind of where I met, like, initially started meeting like my rappers, and they started getting a little bit of like, because like I don't know, like I got lots of energy, right? So it's
I can tell.
So it's a lot. It's for some people, it's hard for them to get a read off me, right? They're like, who the fuck is that guy? And they're like, that's Tanman. It's like, just don't worry about it right now. But he's all good. So like, but just through like, making the right people happy, and just like I said, and then Chelsea, I met Chelsea, and I did a lot of boat parties with Chelsea, and that's where I met a lot of the talent and was starting to get a little bit more of like control of like booking talents for certain areas, and a little bit comfortable that way. And then Mark threw me Snack the Ripper, and he's like, and he let me book the openers for that, and that was really cool. And then I got to do the stage management, and it was a Thursday night. Yeah, like Thursday night. There's like at least 180 people there.
That's good for a Thursday, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was 180 people at like 11 o'clock. So like it was dope. And there's like video recap, and to do that all. If edit media is the best. She's done all my graphics. She's done like the sticker Legion HQ is the studio that I work with. This is Non's new sticker, Pussy Graveyard. Pussy Graveyard. So Ed, yeah. And she takes care of all of my like visual documentations and everything. It's a young team out here, man, doing big things. So and like I said, I got my very first show tomorrow. That is I'm the sponsor. I curated it. I'm the one paying junk. I'm the one that flying junk out here. I'm picking them up and dropping them off at the hotel tomorrow. And
you got all those tickets made up. You did all the flyers. You did all the promo. Got everybody on the card. That's beautiful, man. That's what's up. That's what you need to do. You're doing the work that needs to be done.
Yeah, man. It's don't get me wrong. It's an entirely different world, like of politics that I wasn't used to, right? So that was a little bit tough. And then, like I said last week, unfortunately, I got hit by a drunk driver, right? So
Yeah,
the
you were saying.
the car got written off, and then I was flying back home to Calgary Red Deer for Christmas. So it's just like it was a super inconvenient time for all this to happen, but it's all coming together, man. The stars aligned, so it's
It
it's
is
happening.
what it is. At least you're safe, man.
That's it.
After the accident, at least you got out healthy.
That's just it, man. So yeah, I'm really hoping with just this show, it's going to kind of just concrete the fact that I kind of know what I'm doing out here, if that makes sense.
Cement your name into Kelowna.
Yeah, and then I hope that like it's going to open doors. Like I know OK Corral would like to do work with me, and that's a establishment with 400 people. And then Gotham is also opening its doors as well. And Mark and Eddie are very good friends. So there's a lot of opportunity if I keep doing the right things, right? So
definitely. Have you considered bringing out some acts from surrounding cities? Like the Castle God guys. Other guys that are in BC Underground. People who are around BC who can make it into Kelowna to do openings.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Like I love the Holy Stock Gang. To be honest with you, like I jam them like frequently, and just stuff like that. Like people that is just good, good artists that I like. There's no reason I wouldn't bring them out here, right? Because I like listening to them, right? So that's
Holy Stock Gang. You could probably even get those guys to headline.
Oh man, and like they're doing big. Like, they're doing things, man. Like my crew necks, know that shit like that. Like it pops.
That their bro, I think it's Kelvin or Kevin in Holy Stock Gang. He's got a bucket hat and crew necks. I was peeping that.
Yeah.
Man, Kairos, you gotta yell. I swear to God, I don't know how I can hear Tanner so good. I don't know if his mic is. Like,
yo, check.
There you are.
Yeah, you co-signed a bucket, man. That's what it's all about.
I got that champion hat, fam.
You?
Yeah, that has dope.
Rep it. Yeah.
So representing that
I might just be like right in there.
a triple threat.
Oh yeah.
This
man with two hoodies.
Threat. That's a junk track. Yo, when's Junks Together in Pieces EP2 coming out? That's coming out. Or did it just drop already?
It's 3. Yeah, you've been sleeping, bro.
No,
it's out.
The latest segment of it.
It's out. The Mason Rex.
Yeah, it was out at 9:00 last night.
Oh shit. Yeah. I gotta stream that still.
You gotta go download that shit. I think it got 15,000 streams in 10 hours. He dropped it
first
last
day?
night at 9 hours. Yeah, 15,000 streams.
That's dope.
It's super sick, bro.
Body bags. Yeah. So and Junk's been like the man to work with. Funny. Do you want to hear the story about how I met the guy?
Yeah, definitely.
So it was Prada West Prada West and Stacks in Vernon, and that show wasn't really doing too well with like I guess ticket sales or some shit. So they just asked me to come in and promo with them. I'm like, for sure. And then I went up there and I saw Junk. It's like the very first time I'm ever seeing him. I've never heard of him before. And then he picks up the mic, and that motherfucker shut that place down at 11 o'clock at night, man. It was like when he rapped in for 8 minutes in 3 different languages, and I was like, what? I was like,
it's probably all freestyle too.
Oh, dude, totally. And he's ripping apart the crowd. I'm like, and the crowd's cheering. I'm like, how the fuck can anyone get made fun of and still cheer them on? Like, I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, afterwards, I was like, yo, I gotta meet you, bro. And so I introduced myself, and I'm like, told him who I am. I said I'm Tanman, who I'm associated with. I'm like, you can check my name up with pretty much everyone. It's probably it'll come correct because I don't really have any enemies really. And so he did, and then he's like, I'm going on tour for a bit. When I get back, I told him, I'm like, I think you and I can fucking kick in the door in the Okanagan. And he's like, you're damn straight. And so he messaged me when he was free. And that second, man, I jumped out of bed, and I was on my phone. I was calling venues. I'm just to lock down where the fuck and to make it all happen. And so it's been, like I said, it's been stressful in a good way. Cause it's my first go without any help at all. And doing the contracts and doing the legalities and doing all that shit. It's been tough, especially when all over Christmas time, you know, and there's like so many flights and so much little financial stuff that you don't really think of until like it happens. You know, it's just
Christmas is definitely a hectic time. I'm gonna tell you a quick little story about a junk that I got on my own. When me and Cody from Heavy Set, the quote, when we brought junk out to Kamloops, we brought him to the Dirty Jersey, and this was 2 years ago in like 2017. And this guy was still hustling so hard, like trying to make his name built, and I could see it coming up. Like I knew this guy was gonna make it to the point where he is so solidified that he's one of Vancouver's names. And everybody says top 5 in Vancouver, junk's there. They've got him. But when he came out and did this show, it's like really humbling, because I saw him come up from like he was there at like 9, or no, first of all, he was there for sound check, and he always shows up for sound check. And then he went to his fucking hotel or whatever for a bit, came back, saw all the openers, got to kind of like know the names of all the openers on the card. And then when he went up for his set, before he even did any of his music, he did that freestyle shit, like you were saying, and he incorporated all of us. And like me, he had Quote's name, he had like Dabs Only, had a bar about it, and then he had a bar about each one of the openers, and then he would go and fucking just freestyle, ripping people off, and it was so fucking funny, man. It was hilarious. The guy is,
you know,
crazy.
He's an animal MC. Like out of like I've seen I've seen so many KOTD battles and like, you know, like tons. But his stage presence, like everything, he's just that raw hip hop energy, bro. Like it's like that's the only definition of it. And like
other side of the camera, Mike.
You know, and he's got the hustle too. So it's like he's got all the pieces, right?
Facts.
yeah,
He's not just a good performer, he's a really good businessman.
And he's a good dude. He's a really good dude, man.
That's
and
facts,
like,
man.
So it's been a pleasure to work with him. Like for my first, like I said, for my event, it's been.
That's a great artist to pick for your first headliner, bro.
He's been really nice to work with. So I mean, I'll gladly do it again, over and over and over again. And I really hope that this just continues to bring more opportunities for me, because all I'm trying to do is just bring it all together. You know, I don't see myself being, you know, if I'm successful in this, it doesn't do anything. I need the team kind of thing, right? Like I have a team vision.
Definitely, I feel you, bro. And you know what, BC needs to see that more often, and especially Vancouver is so segregated. It's so cliquey. You know, it's hard to, you know, get into each clique because they all got this like chip on their shoulder. Everyone's got to humble up. Like I remember Mercury's dropped that song "Humble," and I was like, man, everybody could learn so much from this fucking goddamn song.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Mercury song too, by the way.
Facts, bro. And like, really, if everybody would work together, BC could be so fucking powerful, like in the world of hip hop.
Seriously, man. Like
not just it's building right now, and like the local scene is getting there, but it's not as big as it is in you know, like Atlanta or in California or New York or Toronto even, right? Like,
but there's definitely it's like the BC's hip hop industry. It's lucrative as fuck, man. Like there's in my 2 years of being in BC, I've been exposed to more talent than I like, you know, and that's why I'm like, I need to do something, man. Like I need to do something about this and try and like get it all together and like, you know, utilize the talent in a collective and just
you got my support, brother. You got my support 100%.
My man's.
That's what's up.
Anyway, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna dip out. So
it's been a good episode. We'll wrap it up here. It's been about regular timing. So if there's anything else you want to shout out real quick, maybe give the address and timing of the show tomorrow. This is going to be edited and thrown up right now, so everyone's going to see it.
Of course, my man. So tomorrow night at Fernando's nightclub, you'll see Junk, Blaze One, D Lopez, the man Kairos, Non the Non, and yeah, it's hosted by DJ Lunchbox. It's gonna be a good time.
So Tanman, we're gonna get this show tomorrow night. It's gonna be dope, off the chain. Make sure you join us in the open on the air.
Word up.
Peace, brother.
Thanks, Lil Bukkit, my man.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yo, what up? This is My Name is Jump.
Hey, I'm Dylan Bell with Log Files Media.
Yo, this is Lil Turtle.
This is Lil Sparka.
What's going on? It's your boy Hooper turned singer.
Yo, what's up? This is JML.
This is Natty Snaps.
Yo, it's Kairos on the BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast.
BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast.
BC Underground Hip Hop.
Listen to BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast.
Love Force all day, motherfucker.
Turtle Gang.
Kairos season, baby.
Get it because you need it.
Watching this, y'all are my people.
Bow.